Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Force Feed for this Monday, February 6th. Today we'll be discussing Dungeon Defender sells 1 million copies, new Spec Ops The Line screenshots, fans pick Xenoblade's reversible cover, Mass Effect 3 the Facebook game, and Apple gives clone games the boot. The tower defense action game Dungeon Defenders has sold more than 1 million copies since its release last October. Reverb Publishing CEO Doug Kennedy said it's a tremendously successful franchise and we have lots of plans to support it both with DLC and additional add-ons in the future. Some of the content we can expect is going to include new heroes, assault missions, and a nightmare mode. If you have yet to check out Dungeon Defenders and are interested in the game, it is available on Steam, PSN, and Xbox Live. Spec Ops The Line, which is expected to come out sometime between April and September of this year, has recently released some new screenshots and artwork showcasing the game's development. The new images are set in one of the game's locations known as Dubai. To take a look at some of these new screenshots and artwork for yourself, take a look at the link in the video description below. Over on Nintendo's Facebook page, they're asking for fans to vote for Xenoblade's reversible cover. There are 4 options to pick from on the page. The one that receives the most votes will be used on the final product. Now, Xenoblade Chronicles will be shipping on April 6th, and at that point you can see if the selection you made won for the reversible cover artwork. Mass Effect 3 has introduced a new Facebook game. Titled Mass Effect 3 Mission Command, players can unlock Xbox Live avatar items, DLC, and Mass Effect 3 gear. This promotion is tied to the Kinect and as such only applies to 360 versions of the games. I know a lot of you hate Facebook and Twitter, but how do you feel about this promotion? Apple has removed 59 clone games from its App Store. All apps removed were developed by Anton Senelikov, who made copycat games such as Temple Jump copying Temple Run, Numbers with Friends copying Words with Friends, and Tiny Birds copying Angry Birds. Temple Jump in particular, which was copying Temple Run, did so well that it surpassed the original game's sales and reached #1 on the paid apps list. Now, similar games are released all the time. You can take a look at examples such as today's modern-day shooters. Many times, they implement many of the same features and are even set in the same locations. However, sometimes games are so similar that they could very well be considered a clone. Do you think Apple was right in removing these copycat games? For me, I really think it's a fine line. Now, these games in particular were nearly carbon copies. I mean, literally, they looked and played almost exactly the same. And with that being the case, I think that Apple was right in removing them. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this episode of The Force Feed. As always, if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe. Stay tuned tomorrow for another episode, keeping you up to date on all the most recent gaming news and announcements. Once again, this has been Force, and you've just been Force Fed. I'm thinking about making this new game. I'm going to call it Star Creation Arms of Injustice. It's going to feature 3 races, the first of which will be hillbillies, the second one will be glowy aliens, and the last one will be slimy aliens. What do you guys think? Sound good?